What do you think or feel when you hear the word enough? So, I had an interesting conversation about the word enough when I was in Greenland back in September. Someone posed a question to the group about when enough is enough. You ever asked yourself that question? And I found myself having this really visceral reaction, and my whole body just felt the word. Um, and I realized in that moment that for me, the word enough is actually a scarcity word. So let me explain. The word enough to me signifies that it's really the bare minimum needed. It's just exactly what you need to survive, nothing more, nothing less. So, for example, I have enough food. I have enough money to pay my mortgage. I have enough money to pay for daycare, so on and so on. You get the picture. So, having enough for me doesn't feel like you're having amazing travel adventures and taking up new hobbies, eating at restaurants, giving to charity, attending concerts, which are many of the things that I enjoy in life. So, you fill in the blank for whatever those things are that um, are amazing for you. So, enough is about having access to the basic necessities of life. And it's more about security than it is about really enjoying life and having fun and keeping it really interesting. So, these words, these thoughts about the word enough brought me to consider other words that are also a little bit triggering to me, like more and better. Now, as entrepreneurs, we're often striving to improve ourselves, improve our systems, our business, make more money, have more time, have more success. And the question I have is, when have you achieved more and better? Now, I've asked myself this very question many times. And the reality is that as soon as we hit those new levels of more and better, we reach for a new target that's further away. And we often don't take the time to congratulate ourselves on what we've created. Now, I've been my own worst enemy many times, setting goals, reaching them, then sailing right past it and on to the next. And it's easy to get caught up in this cycle and that feeling of being in this perpetual hamster wheel. And I heard someone say recently that the goals you are hitting today are the ones that seemed out of reach a few years ago. And that hit me really hard because it's so true. Now I take the time to look back on my accomplishments and celebrate just how far I've come most of the time. Sometimes I do still skim by things, but I'm working on it. We're all a work in progress. So now this is just my interpretation of these words. And what is so interesting is that different people have a different reaction to the same word. I posed the question to my LinkedIn followers about their perspective on the words enough, as well as better and more. And they all had something really different to say about it. Some might see the word enough and feel that it's very satisfying and comforting to think about all their needs being met. Some see better and cringe because it sounds like it involves work and effort, not an upgraded plane ticket. And others see the word more and instantly think, oh boy, there's a catch, isn't there? Right? There's always a catch. So you want to be intentional with the words that you're using. Now, these words are all vague and they can be very open to interpretation. As I said, my perspective is one thing, and other people feel very different about the same words. So, my feelings about the word enough are just my perspective based on my past experience, beliefs, and opinions. Someone else could see enough and feel like it's plenty to do all the things and buy all the things they desire. And as you heard, one word can mean different things for different people. So when you're choosing the words to describe your business and brand, be sure to keep this in mind. It's really important to be mindful and aware of the language that you're using and how it might be perceived by your ideal clients and customers. Words like more, better, and enough can inspire, or they can hold us back. So you're going to want to get specific for yourself to truly make an impact. So, what do you feel when you encounter the word enough? I'd love to hear your thoughts.